that red there hanging there that's got berries on it. There's one down there and a few up there at the top. That is wild sumac. It is a sumac that they use to make tea. It's not poison sumac. It is one that they use to make tea
So
out of.
do you think we could get that?
If you want to go across that ditch and get it.
All right, I'll do that. Hang on.
Kathy is getting the sumac. And there's a truck coming. And this truck's going, what are you crazy people doing? There she got it.
Oh, oh no, I broke it. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Don't bother me. Sumac.
That is so velvety. Now you'll have to teach me what I got to do with it.
Put it in that
Isn't that
bag.
beautiful?
I've never used it. I just know they boil it down and make a tea. I've never used it myself.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's sticky. So look at how beautiful. This is awesome. I would love, love, love to have a whole field of this. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at those purplish pink ones. Let me bring in.
Cosmos out there.
Now, cosmos are the ones that
And there's
you can use for medicinal purposes too, right?
maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked that up. Cosmos, and then there's
What
all
are these?
different colors of cosmos.
Can we walk in there?
Yeah.
What is these yellow?
That's cosmos.
I mean, not yellow. Oh my goodness
There's all
gracious,
different
isn't
colors
that
of
gorgeous?
cosmos out there. And there's some zinnias. And we've had bachelor's buttons.
Those
and,
are zinnias.
Marigolds.
Those are beautiful too.
And I'm trying to think of what all's been out there.
And
We've had a
I
bunch.
think these are bachelor's buttons, these blue ones, right?
I think they've already died out. We've got some
What's this right here?
chicory.
Oh, that's chicory?
The bachelor's buttons have all died out.
Isn't that beautiful?
Now it's
Oh, and looky here. Which one's this one? Is this Cosmos? Isn't that gorgeous?
There's a lot of cosmos out there.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Here's a big chicory down here.
I feel terrible walking through this.
There's zinnias
That's a
all over
zinnia.
now. It's at different times.
Oh, and what's this little white one over here, Teresa?
Let's see what you're looking at. There's some white zinnias and there's some white cosmos.
Oh yeah, that's a zinnia. It's all riddled with stuff. Now what's this? This is beautiful too.
That is coreopsis. That's a Mexican hat, coreopsis.
That is gorgeous. How do you remember all the names? People ask me about that and about my flowers, but I just do. I guess it's because you're around them all the time, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh my word, thank God she ain't out here. I'm going to show you this big mama jumbo.
Don't show me.
I ain't showing you, I'm showing everybody else.
I'm not watching.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I don't know what it's got all over its tail end.
Eggs, probably. It's a spider.
And look at that web, beautiful. So I'm gonna go around her so she can keep doing her business. She says she ain't going in there now. She won't ever go in there anymore. Oh my gosh. I'd be picking flowers and putting them on my table all the time. Look at how beautiful that is.
He won't let me. He wants them to sing out.
I can imagine.
He won't even let me get the chickens.
Oh, look at them. See them? That is gorgeous. I mean, they're so beautiful. Teresa.
I wanted to pick them too, but he won't let me.
And the butterflies. The butterflies are having a field day. There's a butterfly over there.
A lot of bees out there too. Well, here's some, yeah. Bees out there. This is marigold that haven't bloomed yet. And some marigolds already bloomed. There's chicory. There's a hoe. Those are nice big chicory.
They are beautiful.
Yeah. This is a marigold that hasn't bloomed out yet.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, Lee, I think I just helped you out because but looky here, she's even got beneficials up in here. There's a ladybug. Y'all know what they do. They eat all the bad stuff.
There's some honeybees.
Where? Yep. Yeah, the honeybees are back in there. Dancing through the flowers. It's so peaceful. You hear nothing but crickets. And birds.
Good wild lettuce we're going to get. And it hasn't started losing its leaves yet, but we are going to have to get that.
Yeah.
And get it.
Now see, I've never seen this before. And see how it changes its leaves. It goes from this like oak looking leaf to a more
scratch all that. It ain't got no hairs on it. He told me that was wild lettuce. He hadn't looked at it. It has no hairs on it.
Well, what is it? It looks like...
Wait a minute. Maybe.
I think it is.
There's a little bit of hair on there. I started to say, if it ain't got no hairs, it's sow thistle. It's got a few back here. Yeah. I think it's... Oh, there you go. Now you see them. Yeah. They're just starting to come off of there, evidently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see them. Okay. I started saying, he told me that was wild lettuce. I got over here and it didn't have no
see
hair.
down here?
Yeah.
You can see it really well there.
Anyway, we've been watching this one to get it and make our next tincture.
Nice.
And the flowers, we usually like to get them right before those flowers bloom all out, but we've waited a little late. We've been busy and haven't gotten them, and all these flowers are already coming off. So we really
well, maybe it'll give you some more
we
plants.
We really need to get that and make some more of our
painkiller.
Whatever you call it, concoction.
And a beautiful rose. Check this out. Now, all over here, this is the onions that I swiped up here last time, and I still got a little bunch living. But they got wild onions all over the place. Awesome, awesome. See how they come up? Now, y'all never use them, right?
I have tried some in case I needed them for, you can season with them or whatever, And I have taken them and chopped them up and dried them and for like an onion powder type thing. But I don't use
just
them
gives you a good flavor.
Yeah. If I ever needed to,
yeah,
I could use
you
them.
could use them.
We just haven't.
Check out these flowers. Look how vibrant. These are more zinnias, right? Yep. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, what is this one?
I'm not sure. I've been wondering that myself. It may just be a weed. There's a bunch of that out
Hopefully
there,
it's not
I'm
ragweed.
Not sure what it is. It's not ragweed.
Okay. Now, what is this one, Teresa?
Let me think. I'm not sure. It had flowers on it, and it was...
I would ask you.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty.
I can't think of it. We don't use it.
It looks like the flowers are fixing to open up.
I think.
Okay. So we figure out there's a praying mantis, another beneficial bug that eats things. But we found that's a southern marigold, right?
That's what it said. Southern marigold. I don't know.
We looked it up on Google.
I've not ever seen that before. That's in that wildflower mix, probably.
Yes.
Then.
Yep. But it's gorgeous looking out through there and seeing all the beautiful little blooms.
There's some little sunflowers out here that are just like little mini sunflowers.
Uh-huh.
I thought those were cute. That was about dying out. But it was just little mini sunflowers. They didn't get very big.
Oh, yeah.
That was in that mix.
And they're seeding out, too. Look here, Teresa. That's a whole head that you could seed out and throw out here more.
Yeah.
Whenever it's time.
I was going to come and get some of it.
I would.
Make, a tea.
Yeah.
After we figured out to make a tea with it, and he said, "Don't get them out of my wildflowers. They need to seed out."
Yeah, but okay, let me ask you this. Your opinion to me. Don't you think that you should gather some of the seeds so that you definitely have
he won't let
seed?
me. Yeah.
But I mean, in your opinion, I mean, I know this is his thing, but, and I know things come up volunteer-wise, but wouldn't it be more plentiful if you pulled the seeds and sowed them
Probably.
in that time so that the winter doesn't destroy the seeds or the bugs?
Yeah, I don't think it will, but possibly that would be a good idea. But he don't want me to. He don't want me to touch it.
I would see how it does this time and offer that to his suggestion to him.
Yeah. Well, he told me next year, after this seeds out, 'cause this is the first year, after this seeds out and comes
then
back
he'll let
next
you
year,
get the seeds.
then he'll let me do some things with it. But he's not going to let me get it all because he wants it to keep seeding here. And it is pretty.
Well, you won't be able to get it all anyways.
I want to eventually have bees.
Yes.
So this
will be
great
awesome for
when
them.
we have bees.
And you can see the bees and the butterflies love it.
Like blackberries, only they get bigger.
Uh-huh.
And they're all gone. But this is the blueberries.
They look like blackberries too, don't they?
They are like blackberries, only they get bigger.
Uh-huh.
And I think they're sweeter. They're bigger and sweeter.
Now, do you use them to make jam too?
Yes, yes.
And do they have hard seeds like blackberries?
Yes, yes. They're very much like blackberries. If you didn't know the difference, you'd say they were blackberries, but they are bigger and sweeter to me. And I like that they're bigger. They're a lot bigger than our wild blackberries. But they grow right off in this spot here.
Huh. Now, what's that red stuff right there?
Wait.
Right in front of you.
It looks like dead leaves. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dead leaves.
For a minute
Starting
there,
to
I thought it
turn.
was... See, everything is dying back because it got cold here. It's getting cold overnight. Yep.
But all the leaves are starting to fall off.
Yep. Now see, the leaves on that one look different than the one up there. Dadgummit.
Yeah, some of them are like a sawtooth.
Yep.
And then some of them have more of a, see, there's one back there behind that too.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't, it's jagged,
It's got the,
it doesn't have,
yeah.
And some of them have the sawtooth. It's called two different things. One of them's called prickly wild lettuce, and the other one's not prickly wild lettuce. They call them white mulberry, but they're kind of a pinkish. When they get ripe, they're kind of pinkish colored. But they call it white mulberry.
It's pretty. Nice sized tree.
Oh,
and this is her peach tree that I'm underneath.
He needs help. It needs help. Here's just some hope turning. Hokeberries turning purple.
Yeah, you can definitely.
Still don't look like elderberries. I don't care how you figure it.
But you know, even on the elderberry Facebook page that I go on to, people ask this all the time, so it's common.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you don't know what you're looking for,
that's why you have to research and make sure
exactly,
you get the right thing.
Exactly.
Because this does not look like elderberry, but I've seen so many times where people will put a picture of it and say, "Is this elderberry?" No.
But you know what's really funny? I had somebody tell me one time when I was much younger in life, I was at a fruit stand, and they said, "Oh, that's really strange." They picked up an nectarine and said, "Look at this peach. It doesn't have any fuzz." So if you don't know,
you don't know. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the black walnut tree.
gorgeous.
And, now this is what we make. Okay, two things that we have done with it. I mean, of course, you can process them and get the black walnuts out of them. But for the hull, you can take the hull and just cut off a piece of it and put the juice. It'll be black juice, and you can put that on ringworm to get rid of ringworm.
Awesome.
Or you can also cut these hulls up and put them in alcohol and make iodine. And we have iodine. We have a big jar of iodine we've made out of it. And since it's made with alcohol, it'll last forever. And we haven't had to make any more because we haven't used it a whole lot. We made a whole quart of it. But I've also used this and cut up and put on grandkids a few times when they had ringworm. And just cut some of that green. And it'll be black. It'll stain them black for 2 or 3 weeks. But it will get rid of ringworm.
Cool.
And
that's much better than putting, I always put black nail polish on them. And they say that nail polish is toxic now.
Right, right.
So I don't ever use nail polish on my nails.
And I have put some of these. I haven't looked back to see how good they're doing. But green, this one's already turning black. I have put some of the green ones in the freezer to have for later.
Awesome.
In case a time when these are not available or something, or not ready.
Yeah, not the right time of year.
I have green ones in the freezer.
Awesome.
In case I need them for ringworm.
That's awesome.
And
now, I gotta say too this. Years ago, we were doing some research on things to help with bowel movements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there was something to my feeble memory, they were using black walnut shells, grinding them to make with other things to make help people go to the bathroom too. So
I hadn't heard that, but I know that they are good for pigs. If you're raising pigs, you want to give them some of those for worms.
Yep.
They will help keep the worms out of the pigs.
Yeah, the pigs definitely love any type of nut.
When we raised our 2 pigs, we raised them right here. We fenced them off right here so that they were getting those black walnuts.
Yeah.
That's where we had our pig pen, right here beside this black walnut tree.
That's awesome.
So that the black walnuts would just fall over in there and they would eat them. And they do. They love them.
And they're good for them.
Yeah, yeah. I told him we need to put a sign on there.
Cat house.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
cat house he built for the cats.
Yep.
Even chinked it.
Yeah, and it's falling apart. It was cute. It was really cute at one time.
It's still cute. I like it.
It looked like a little log cabin.
It's rustic.
He had it chinked good. And it's all falling
beautiful
apart now, but they're in there. There's kittens in there right now. There's 3 kittens in there.
So they've got mistletoe in their tree here, and I was just telling a little story that I'll tell you guys maybe on another video about mistletoe if I think about it. That's what it looks like right there in the tree.
This way.
I didn't get all that, but
oh, I didn't know you was videoing. Sorry. sorry. This is more level, and behind the house it drops off steep.
Oh, okay.
So we usually go this way and
Walk around.
forage out here first. We forage behind the house too,
Mm-hmm.
but that hill is almost too much for me anymore.
I don't know why David ain't coming.
I don't know if there's anything left out here to see. Probably. Oh. Maybe I haven't seen nothing yet.
Hey, Lee. I'll have to show you what I seen up in the wildflowers. I got it on video. I'll show it to you.
I don't want to see.
Miss Chicken Little here. I said, Chicken Little here.
I don't see anything but,
She's afraid of the 8-legged things.
yeah, I don't see even, I don't see jewelweed or
Yeah, the 8-legged
lemon
thing.
myrtle or anything.
What's Teresa most afraid of that's got 8 legs? Yeah.
I don't see nothing. Right out. Except these weeds. Weeds is all we got left.
Is that poison ivy though? It's got 5 leaves.
Poison ivy has 3. I just stepped over some.
Okay. I don't know anything about it. I've never broken out from anything.
Oh, you found him stinging nettle?
Yeah, stinging nettles all down
I
in
don't
here.
see any from up here.
Show me.
All this hair stuff.
Oh, cool.
I don't want to touch it.
See those little hairs? Those will get you. Even on the stem.
Poison oak.
You're not allergic to it?
Nope.
Hi, is
Poison ivy has round leaves. Or more rounded.
there wasn't any dried up mushrooms down there on that?
Nope, they're completely gone.
It's all gone. It's been too dry. That's the problem here. When you go to Holland's, he can probably take you. They've had a lot more rain, so when you go to Holland's, he can probably take you. And show
Okay.
You some mushrooms.
Look for dead wood or...
That's usually where most of them grow at.
Okay.
Because the mushroom, it's part of
Decomposition.
Yeah, decomposition of trees.
I don't know how I said that right. Probably because you couldn't.
Probably. But yeah, that's what I usually look for. And then certain trees have, or in my experience, certain trees have more of certain types of mushrooms. that grow on them.
Now, what type of mushrooms do you guys usually get around here?
What is we usually get, honey?
Well, we get morels in the spring, and then we get dried saddles, and
Gotten some winter oysters before.
oyster mushrooms. And what was this honey? Honey. There was a honey mushroom that grew up here. Remember the honey mushroom that we found up here by the one year?
The one that turns your
And
hand
plenty of
black.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's the black spore mushroom.
Okay.
And then you get them red jelly looking mushrooms
Yeah,
too.
they're actually edible too, but I just can't do it. They look like a thick jelly.
Ugh.
I can't do it, but they are supposed to be edible. But I'm not going to edible them. Mostly we eat the morels and the dried saddles. We've had, that wasn't here, it was on another property, chicken of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
We've had hen of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
2 different things. Chicken of the woods
Yep.
is orange looking, and hen of the woods is brown, you know. What else? Seems like there's something else that we gotten. My favorite is the dried saddle. It's also called turkey tail. Also called pheasant back. The dried saddle is also called pheasant back, and that's my favorite. That's the best tasting, and it's thicker. It's thicker than like morels, so you get more meat.
Cool. So this tree right here has the gumballs. These are the dried gumballs. And whoops, I'm on a slope here. It's kind of crushed, but here's one that's not. Anyways, when these are green, he makes Tamiflu out of that.
You look right up in there, there's some green ones.
Oh yeah.
Those down there are old from like last year. They're still green. Yet they haven't.
And that's when you want to get
That's
them.
when you want to get them and make the Tamiflu. Green ones.
I'm trying to. And they blend in so well. There it is. There it is. So that's her pear tree. Pretty big. Pretty big.
Yeah, but we had last year we had about 5 pears, and this year we only had about 3. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but we've not had good luck with that pear tree.
Huh?